back to Kids Church Online as we continue our September series called Wise. Today, we're going to be learning about a temple that King Solomon built. But first, let's find out what our big idea is for the week. So let's tune in with Carl and Cassie and see if we can find out what it is.
Hey there, you little chicken nuggets. It's me, Carl.
And I'm Cassie.
Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me?
I said, okay, Cassie. If that even is your real name.
Is something wrong?
Nope. Nothing's wrong. Roll the intro!
Welcome to Grow TV. Introducing your host, Carl. And your co-host, Cassie. Where we learn, where we grow, and we talk about Jesus. Once again, welcome to Grow TV.
Today's a special day because we're going to talk about a little thing called trust.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Are you now?
Yeah?
Interesting, because I thought you might have a problem with the word trust.
Why would you say that?
Oh, I don't know. A few things come to mind. How about last week when we did our trust ball?
Listen, you can't just yell trust fall as you're falling and expect me to catch you. If you would have told me before, I probably would have caught you.
Oh, I'm sure. What about that one time you told me to touch fire? Can I touch this?
No.
Go?
No.
You said go?
I said no.
Okay, go.
I told you not to touch it.
Well, that's your opinion. Anyways, even this morning, you broke my trust again.
How?
Well, last night I had a bag of candy, and I put it right here. And this morning I came, and guess what?
They were gone?
They were gone. And by the way, how did you know that? Busted. Get 'em, boys.
What? No, listen, Carl. I don't know who took them, but I didn't take them. I wouldn't steal from you. We're friends.
I know that, but I just feel like I can't trust anyone right now.
I understand, but you know who you can trust?
Captain America?
No, God. You see, in the Old Testament, there was something called the Ark of the Covenant. It was like a huge box, but it was so much more than a box. It had the presence of God, and wherever it was, God was there. It also symbolized God's promises that were made, and how all of them came true.
Wow. So what did they do with the Ark of the Covenant?
They brought the Ark into a new temple King Solomon had made. You remember Solomon, right? He asked God for wisdom, and God gave it to him. In fact, Solomon became the wisest person in the whole world.
Is that why he built the temple?
That's part of it. But before that, God promised Solomon's father David that one of his children would become king and build the temple, and that was Solomon. Solomon wanted to show God how thankful he was that all of God's promises had come true.
That's cool. I also remember that verse in Proverbs chapter 3. It tells us to trust God with all our heart, not to lean on our own understanding.
Exactly. When we trust God, we will not only receive more forgiveness and love, but we will become more wise.
I guess you're right. Thanks for understanding. I guess it's good to know that God can be trusted.
Hey, that's our big idea.
What? Oh! That's our big idea! Today's big idea is super important.
Yep, it's that God can be trusted.
So on the count of 3, let's all say it together. 1,
2,
3. God can be trusted! And you can trust that. That God can be trusted. Yes. Good job, everyone. Right?
right?
Right. Trust in God.
So Carl,
Yes, Cassie.
just know, just like you didn't trust me, there might be times where it's hard for us to trust God, but always know that you can talk to God and the trust will come.
Thanks, Cassie. I guess I'll never know who ate my bag of candy.
Hey, Orange.
What are you eating?
Candy.
Where did you get it?
What do you say? Right where you're sitting. It's crazy.
Like right here?
Yeah.
Carl, breathe.
Yeah. What?
That's my candy, you fool!
See you next week.
Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for a new episode of Grow TV.
This week's big idea is God can be trusted. Our Bible story today comes from 1 Kings chapter 8, verse 1 to 21. Pause the video and read today's story with your family. King Solomon put a lot of time and effort into bringing the Ark of the Covenant to the temple. The Ark of the Covenant was more than an object or a container. It meant a lot to God's people to have a home for it, and it meant that they were in relationship with God. The Israelites placed the Ark of the Covenant inside the holiest place in the temple. It was the most important thing to them. And while it's nice to have things we love, nothing is more important than our relationship with God, which is what the Ark of the Covenant represented. So that was today's Bible story. We're going to keep things short again this week. September is all our back to school stuff, and I know it's just crazy. A lot of you are doing online stuff, so I just have our memory verse to go through, and then we are done. So we've already looked at our memory verse this week. It comes from the book of James, chapter 1, verse 5. I'll put it up right here for you. Let's read it together. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, and it will be given to you. James 1:5. Wonderful. Awesome job today, guys. Keep working on that memory verse. I cannot wait to hear if any of you can get it memorized by the end of September. So thank you for joining us today for Kids Church Online. I hope you learned a lot from our story in 1 Kings. Remember to check out that link in the description below for some extra coloring pages, the Grow at Home page for moms and dads as well. And I can't wait to see you again next week for Wise 3. See you then. Bye.